Hey everybody, Nick here, and today I'm about to set off to do one of the very hardest things that I've ever attempted as a reviewer. See, one of the most common complaints about my channel is that I am very, very critical. People will say that I could find something negative to say about anything. Any product that comes across my table, I am going to find negative. I am going to be critical. Some people appreciate that and think it's a part of what makes my channel my channel. Well, I'm going to try and change that just once here this evening. In the spirit of that old saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, I am going to attempt to tonight, for the very first time, conduct a series of reviews that are completely and totally without criticism. Right here on the table are three knives that I really, really like. There's a great deal going on here with each of them. This is the Alambic Swish. It's a great knife with a whole bunch of great stuff going on. This right here is the TAD Hawk Mid-Tech Dauntless. Another incredible knife with a whole bunch of excellence going on. And this is a Spyderco Delica using the Packer wood handles and stainless steel inside there. These are both, well, all three of these are just really excellent knives. And frankly, I don't have a whole lot critical to say about them. But the thing is, this would be cheating. Let's just be real here. Each of these knives, I have way too much good to say about them. So if I really want to test my ability to not say something critical about a knife, I need to move to something a little bit different. So we'll go ahead and put these three aside. And we're going to move into this domain right over here. First off, I need to thank a viewer of mine, a guy named Podley, for sending this little box of joy along to me. I, at one point in time, show up at the post office, and there is a huge box. This guy had emailed me and just said, Nick, do you have a P.O. box? I would have sent you a gift. Sure, I have a huge box waiting for me. And I open it up. It appears they purchased everything in the Z Hunter lineup and sent it to me, which is just terrifying. And I've been trying to figure out what to do with a mother load of Z Hunters. And, well, this occurs to me that this is just the absolute perfect challenge for trying not to say anything negative at all. I'm going to go through the Z Hunter lineup and see if I can not be critical of it. Sorry, a comment just went by. Whoa, $5 worth of Z Hunters. Indeed. So, let's just start at the top here, ladies and gentlemen. And, I haven't seen these guys yet, so, let's take a little look here. We are off to a very auspicious start. And remember, I am trying really hard not to say anything critical at all. I am going to try and find the very best of each of these... each of these very interesting little pocket knives. So this is the Z Hunter ZBO 51. This is a very unique knife. You don't very often see the color scheme of the red with the orange and then the fake blood spatter, which is printed on here or maybe painted. That's very nice. And then it's set off nicely by a black thumb stud here. Oh, look at this. The red coloration doesn't extend to the other side. That lends it a more minimalist aesthetic. Okay. Next, of course, we can see that this knife, if you're trying to cut a piece of paper by inserting it right here next to the scale, because the blade comes very close to the scale, it can act a little like a scissor once you fully sharpen it up. So that's... we can see here that this is tip down only carry, which is... with a carumbit ring. That's an interesting innovation. That's not the way that most carumbits are done, so they've gone outside of the norm. And of course, the tip of the blade grazes this area, which is The day glow coloration of this knife means that you are going to always be able to find it if you drop it, say, in the woods, as you are using it in a serious usage situation. This little bar here actually does fill the hand. That's good. And you know, when you use your reverse grip kind of thing, it's reasonably ergonomic, which is great. This pivot surround is unusual. It's nice because it's not connected in any way to the pivot, which means that if that were to disengage, the pivot wouldn't be... Oh, God. The flipper tab is nicely recessed. Here we go. This doesn't have a strong pocket pecker. Hey, I can do it. I can do it. This doesn't have a pocket pecker because look at this. This has an area right here where... finally, I found something. This has an area here where the pocket pecker is well hidden. It'll just fly over the side there. So that's great, actually. I can legitimately say that. They've managed to, by using this cutout, this is not going to snag on anything in your pocket. That's... finally found something worth the admiration of this beautiful piece here. Zombies are colorblind, so the bright colors don't alert them to your presence. That's excellent. And in terms of other nice things I can say about this knife, it's a custom design. I can... Yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, then, moving along. Next thing right here is gonna be... Oh, God, another Laughter is not criticism. Oh, good God, guys. This is, this... Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm still recovering from my recent ailment here, and this is trying to kill me. This is a knife that, you know, in some ways, many of the greatest innovations that humans have developed over time have stemmed from nature. Like, you know, you get, greenhouses shaped like plant structures and crazy things like that. This right here is a folding pocket knife that is modeled very clearly after a seahorse of some variety or another. And so here we're able to use the well-known slicing power of a seahorse in the ocean, and we're able to harness that in this pocket knife. So that's really excellent. I appreciate that Z Hunter has done that. Of course, there are so many other things to comment on. The printing quality, oh, this skull right here. Look, this skull is pretty perfectly encapsulating my opinions and feelings and my emotions in trying to speak positively about this knife. Like, his teeth are gritted and everything. But the printing on this is actually surprisingly, oh, God, grotesque and good. You can tell that this is printed. Absolutely. And in fact, this is frankly better printing than I've seen on knives from other people, even knives that are trying to be good. So that's really nice. Wait, curious if this... Is this just that bad? Is this printing temporary, allowing you to repaint it according to your own style? Because it's feeling like it might be. No, it's staying on there. That's good. See, it's very durable. The paint, as a designer, I approve, says R.E.W. Oh, good Lord. Okay, moving on. This has a very nice, this blade shape is sort of a Santo thing with this flat area here and then the belly. Maybe that flat area is just a choice that they made for a high durability. And then you get the serrations down here. And these serrations are actually sharpish. I gotta say, will this knife cut things? This knife is exceptionally safe, meaning that, you know, these are often marketed to younger people. And we can see here that this will not injure them due to sharp edges. So that's very, very good right there. Again, this doesn't even... This is taking advantage, one of the biggest hot spots on a modern pocket. Sorry, REW, this is clearly for slicing food inside a bowl. Nice. One of the serious hot spots that you can find on many modern pocket knives is the pocket clip. Because, you know, it's right there in your hand as you're holding this. This is the Kaiser Desert Dog. This guy has elected to get rid of that entirely by... forgetting to by choosing very carefully and skillfully not to install a pocket clip. Oh, and of course, again, oh, I can't talk about the centering here. Yeah, so the pocket clip lack is very ergonomic, and coupled with the rest of this, which is certainly a thing. Yeah, and on a okay, I'm tapping out there. I can't do that anymore. Next little affair here, and again, I have not opened these. Oh, good God, guys. Okay. Alrighty. This knife right here is taking advantage. This knife here is taking advantage of the fact that sometimes two knives are better than one. And see, the nice thing about this guy is that you can't actually... hold on, I gotta spin this. Anytime that you use this... Here we go, this is a safety feature. Anytime that you use this knife, it's dangerous to use a knife that has two blades deployed at once. That, you know, that can be a serious safety issue. And so this knife has a safety feature that's integrated in here, where you, if both of the blades are out and you attempt to use the other one, this tip here will come and slice into your flesh, reminding you that it's not a safe method to use both blades open at once. So that's... Oh, God. Okay, other things that are interesting here. This really fills the hand. The liner lock is very easy to operate because you can see here it's sticking way up above. Come on, there, which is it's a thing. You've got a very nice, easy flip a tab, and then here it's well, that's nice. You can rest it on a table because the flip a tab and the tip both touch at the same time. So that's good, particularly if you deploy the other blade here. Yeah, that way it can sit in your display case. Perfect, that's it. This is for, you see, you can keep this in your display case deployed. There we go. The tip up and tip down carry, indeed. That's a beautiful thing because this, thank you, viewers. I appreciate your help here because, yeah, many people struggle to figure out whether they want to carry tip up or tip down. You know, there are people who are ambidextrous in that way, although it's not an ambidextrous clip, which is great because, well, actually, it is ambidextrous because the blade is on both sides. So it doesn't actually matter which side you carry. Oh, it's ambidextrous. Perfect. Oh, man. Perfect. And so, yeah, but this is both tip up and tip down carry, which will satisfy the entire 100% of the knife world that wants both of those things. Jackson Pollock on the scales, according to Sir Galeth. Yes, indeed. But if we look closely, the Jackson Pollock has an undertone of skulls, which gets at the mortality of the whole thing. The action on this is very reserved, if you prefer, meaning that it won't accidentally deploy because it's not super willing to deploy. You got all the speed holes here to reduce the weight, bringing this knife down to a very reasonable we're actually not going to look at that number because, yeah, 7.48 hours. Okay, moving on. It's symmetrical. Symmetry is a root of beauty, according to many philosophers. So that's excellent here. Let's, of course, we have to do the cutting test. This one, a very, it's always nice that you have parts of the blade that do cut and parts of the blade that don't, because that way the tip is considerably safer. Oh, that's part of the safety feature. By keeping the tip dull, when you use this safety feature over here, it won't actually cut you open, which is great. Somebody's asking to see, how is it in the pocket? Let's find out. See, this particular side here has very strong lock stick, which means that it's going to be very hard to accidentally disengage. Put this in the pocket here. Hold on. The nice thing about this, many knives are very, they're not great in the pocket when you've got other things in the pocket with the knife. This actually eliminates that problem by being sufficiently large that you can't put anything else in your pocket. So you're not going to have that problem no matter what. So that's pretty excellent here. I'm loving these screws, which I could have sworn. Hold on. I just saw a really terrible, I'm sorry, a truly exceeding excellent piece of knife making with that same screw. Okay, look at this, guys. This is a clear, this was a crappy knife of the month. I can say crappy things about this guy. And you can see the screw is clearly from the same factory. So you can see that they are leveraging a diverse supply chain in order to keep the value down. Oh, yeah, makes an amazing paperweight. Thank you very much, Sir Galath. Look, got paper, not freaking going anywhere. It's a baby's bottom illustration for a fountain pen demo. That's what that is, not anything else. Just letting you know it's a real thing there. Yeah, anyways, economies of scale, exactly. What else could I say about this unique piece? It's painted equivalently on both sides, which is great. Wait. Okay. Yeah, this side does lock up. Otherwise, it could have been a slip joint for areas where it's legal, and in fact, it probably will be at some point in time. Okay. Got that. Interestingly, okay, so this is very nice. This knife has two very different strengths of spring to 10. So, very often, one of the problems with a spring-assisted knife is that, it can be occasionally difficult to put it back together. To close it up there. And so the nice thing about this is that if you have, say, somebody with some significant hand weakness, like an elderly relative or something along those lines, whereas they might not be able to close this side of the knife, which has a very, very strong spring, on this side they will absolutely have no problem because there is very little spring assist here. So this gives you that nice diversity. If your grandmother needs a pocket knife, you can always take this out and you can just mark one side of it with like for Granny, and that way she can pop that one open and then put it back even with limited hand strength. So that's nice. And yes, people are talking about the sharpenability of this guy. Absolutely 100%. This no doubt could be sharpened very straightforwardly. Oy, oy, oy. I can't say anything more nice about that. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Next. Oh, God, what now? Okay, I got my work cut out for me on this one. Positive review. Okay, so immediately I see that there are design elements calling back with the two incredibly jimped sections in the back here. That's the same thing here, except on this side there's no jimping. That's good. The blade of this is... Hold on, I gotta check something real quick, guys. I think... Is that perforating? No, not quite. Okay, it's not quite sharp enough. I thought that they had included, by virtue of the end of this blade, where again it looks like they have sharpened the liner of the knife, I'd hoped that they had included an easy page slicer. But they've chosen not to, because that's a feature that many people didn't appreciate, so removing it helps them to keep prices down. In here, I appreciate the, very often, the glass breakers are, okay, here we go. In a tactical situation, you might have this might get snagged on something. So that's a danger of glass breakers. And so having it just loosely attached in there is going to mean that this is going to be able to come off at a moment's notice. Like this guy can just, if it gets snagged, oh, God, sorry, just opened that knife, thinking it was a recurve and it wasn't going to do. Yeah, that should come off. No? Oh, okay. Well, no, in which case it's very securely mounted in there, which is... Sorry, somebody's referring to the designer as custom, as in custom design. Oh, man, nice. On the back here, we have a nice bamboo motif. I have no idea what that's supposed to be, but... Oh, man. And then it's again on the other side here. And, okay, this is a new thing here, is it? No, okay, it's always a blood spatter, but they're using... No, it's the same blood spatter even. Well, no, actually, okay, guys, this is interesting. This is the Z Hunter code. If you take a look at the blood spatter in the center of this knife, and you compare it up here, see, I love when makers include very small details that add a little bit of intrigue to the knife. And if you look at this guy, this blood spatter here has 4 little dots down on the bottom, whereas this guy only has the 2. And this guy has a big splatter up the top here, and this guy doesn't at all. It makes you wonder, what's different about this blood spatter here? Maybe this is like a Da Vinci Code kind of thing. Like if you find the one Z Hunter with the blood spatters, it'll lead you to this knife. There you go. You can't say anything better about it. This knife may be the key to the Holy Grail's true location, guys. Oh, man. See, this is the kind of quality that you get when you buy a Z Hunter pocket knife. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm still recovering here. So here we see that this is actually mirrored some of the biggest, hottest trends in modern knife making right here. First off, you have a compound complex grind, also known as a nightmare grind in some circles. And indeed, this is the stuff of nightmares. You have one grind up here, which is maybe even hollow-ish. I mean, as hollow as many of these complements at the very least. But you have a nice hollow grind up at the top here. And then you have 2-layer serrations. This is amazing. This is something I have literally never seen on a knife before. So I have to give credit where due. The serrations here are, this bottom layer helps to... It's like on a kitchen knife where you've got that little extra, those little holes on a santoku that allow the potato to fall away from the blade afterwards. I think that must be what's going on here. So Z Hunter has, in a sense, through their innovation, created the ultimate serrated potato slicing knife. It looks like that knife has meth mouth from Ravion in the chat. Nice. So the 2-layer serrations are completely unique, although they're only 1 layer on this side, and it's chisel ground on that side. We have to, of course, do a sharpness test. That's actually sharpish. Hey, this knife is sharp. It will cut. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. I'd like to highlight that recurved serrations are a very interesting approach, not something that you see all that often. You've got in the blade a slight echo of Grimsmo Norseman here, with or even the Kaiser Desert Dog. Hey, maybe these are separated at birth. God, I hope not. So yeah, this is a clear callback. Nice little comparison here. God, I'm so sorry, Kaiser Desert Dog. What else? Of course, tip down, left side only with this blade in here. Oh, we need to, of course, check the seatbelt cutter. I suspect that this is going to be a very safe seatbelt cutter, because seatbelts promote safety. Oh, no. I'll be damned. It cuts things. Okay, excellent. See, it's nice when I don't even have to make up BS. So the seatbelt cutter actually cut things, which is more than can be said from the TAC Force. Amazing. That's not one of the ones I'm talking about. I can be critical of the TAC Forces, damn it. The color on this guy is perfect for your St. Patrick's Day sorts of excursions. It's less, perhaps, bright than the original Z Hunter, but it's got a very nice metallic sheen to it. The coating, oh yes, of course, the coating protects it from rust. How have I not said that yet? I can think of why I didn't say that yet, but I'm moving on. Torx hardware all throughout, so it's better than a Wii knife. That's good. Well, at least the one I reviewed today. Oh, wow, the lock there is very, very secure. You can takes some substantial force to unlock it. Means this isn't going to accidentally close on it. YMCA pocket clip. Oh, I love that because you get the yeah. Oh, I like that. The plastic here is very. Yeah, I'm tapping out. Okay, guys. Next up. Okay. So, it's a fidget spinner in a knife. Oh my God, it's a fidget spinner built into the knife. Does it spin when I deploy it? No, okay, but still. They have taken a carumbit and they have turned it into a fidget spinner. This is a beautiful thing because, Z Hunter is clearly well aware. Oh God, I didn't even see the blade. Oh, actually, the blade shape is, this is a Medford Marauder blade shape. Interesting. But the blade shape and a really good sharpening choil. Like, I'm sincere about that. If ZT put that kind of sharpening choil on their knives generally, oh man, a Spyderco, even worse. Oh man. But they've taken the feature that's generally pretty impractical for most people, the carumbit hook, and they've turned it into something that is the joy of every middle school, which is a fidget spinner. And so this means that if you were, say, out and about in public, you can fidget spin to your heart's freaking content using a your Z Hunter. You just take it out of the pocket and there you go. And because this is tipped down only, it's going to be in your pocket spinning all day. So you could, much like the Buddhist stupas containing the prayers written around them, that when they spin, that you can put prayers on the outside of this, that it'll spin all day like it's by the wind. I'm trying really hard, guys. Okay, I'm dreaming that this right here is glow in the dark. So let's test this. That is... See, glow-in-the-dark pigments add important cost to this knife. So I think it's a great idea that this is glowing in the dark here. This is not glowing in the dark. It helps to keep the price down. You see, that's smart. And then this is interesting right here. This is a sign of departure from Z Hunter. This is a blue piece, and I've never seen blue on a Z Hunter before. So they're stretching their limits, and then. Oh, God, guys. this piece of sculpture right here is very realistic. You can see he's got some missing, looks like the oris orbicularis and whatnot is messed up there. Various facial musculature issues, a little bit of head injury, but he's a zombie, so that's okay. But it's very realistic in its depiction of injury. Okay, the blade itself, the blade is actually practical-ish. You've got on the back here, this is a sword breaker. So you can, let's see here, I need a sword to break. What's the least dangerous one to do? So if you're in the middle of a medieval sort of combat thing, you have this guy in the back here, and so you can capture your enemy's knife with the other side, and then give it a twist, and then, yeah, see, right there, the sword. So in this case, the steel is sufficiently soft that the sword just kind of bent around it, which is, actually, in this case, it just added another serration. So, in reality, this is a sword serrator, at least when used with terrible swords. But that assumes that this is hard steel, and, well, it's using a very soft, easy-to-sharpen steel. Okay, moving along. Sword breaker, that's great. You have your Tonto blade here, which is great for scraping, and I agree with this very much. Then this gives you some nice flat area, something I always like in a knife. It is thinner behind the edge than, frankly, a good portion of the knives on my table, so I legitimately appreciate that. Let's see if it cuts. There is a... is there a portion of this? There is a portion of this blade that is indeed rather sharp, which is better than if that were not the case. Oh, the fidget spinner aspect. I can't even... There are so many ways in which I just can't even right now. Oh, and then this is nice. You know, so many people in the U.S. today are facing obesity. And so it's always nice for people to get a little more exercise. And so you can see here that by having an assisted flipper that doesn't fully open, Z-Hunter is encouraging for you to use your arm to use it the rest of the way. It's a new spin on knife design. Oh, that was terrible, Ari. And so, yeah, they're encouraging activity, physical activity. That's excellent. And, okay, I'm tapping out. I got nothing more to say about that. Let's see what else is, oh, God. So, guys, just coming in, I am trying my best to be non-critical in a review for once. Okay. This is, this is a very interesting design here. This is actually perhaps the most ergonomic Z-Hunter I have ever held. And is this paint coming off already? Hold on. I mean, is this paint removable so you can redecorate it on your own? Yeah. This paint is... They've done a very good thing here, and that's what it is. So the manufacturer really is focused on keeping the costs down. And so when this particular unit came out of production with major issues in the paint here, they, instead of actually repainting it or anything, because again, they're trying to keep the cost low for you and me, the consumer, they use the permanent market to cover over the areas of paint defect, and that then comes off later on there. Good point, Cedric A to Gear and Outdoors. The tip is down so it resists the drag of gravity. That's a great, excellent point there. We have an integral glass breaker here, which is built into the same... Yeah, this is built into the same piece of metal. No, not quite. But it's built into... pardon me, the backspacer, guys. This is killing me here. The shape of this guy, very proud liner, which makes it very easy to disengage. The centering on it is... Well, centering doesn't matter that much anyways, right, guys? The blade shape is very traditional. It's a nice drop point with a nice swedge on it. You have a relatively thin edge here. You've got full-on serrations, which is nice. Actually, the serrations are very sharp. Okay, the top part is very sharp. There is a portion of this top part that is very sharp, which is, centering leaves room on one side for lint to drop out. Yes, thank you, Ari. That is exactly what's going on here. You guys are better at this than I am. So, oh man, we of course have to test the seatbelt holder because again, seatbelts are a valuable safety feature, and so they may have done this in such a way that it will not cut them. No, this actually cuts things. So this is a very sharp tool, so making this just a perfect tool for the first responder in your life. Oh, I get... Okay. What else? This is hand-painted, which is great. That implies that they are hiring people of a variety of ages and a variety of places, which is good. I like job creation. The thumb studs are right there in the slicing path. The logo is very subdued. That could just be Sharpie on there. No, the logo, see, okay. Logo is non-reflective, which is good. Wait, is the logo coming off too? I think the logo is coming off too, making this easy for third parties to rebrand. Yeah, I think the logo's starting to come off a little bit too. That's nice. It's a custom design by Custom, the designer. Good friend of USA. Actually, there we go. That's good. This is not in any way trying to claim made in the USA. That's nice. That's more than can be said for Shinola. Whoops. I say that out loud. Paint wears on its first use. Yes, you can. There you go. That's another great one, Ari. Yeah, this is because this paint here is very sensitive to use. You will always know if you were buying one of these guys on a forum whether the person who had it before has used it. No more of this brand new in box stuff that's been used for 6 months. No. The paint will tell the tale here. Self-distressing. Oh, I like that. Automatic patina. You guys are way better at this than I am. Oh man. It is, of course, tip down only, which is, again, helps with the gravity sort of situation. Like I said, the ergonomics of this guy is sincerely good, especially if you don't pay attention to this area in here. And let's face it, I mean, how much of ergonomics really depends on this or this or this? Yeah. The most terrifying thing is yet to come, because all of this joy over here, and it is indeed joyous, these are all little things in small boxes. In the big box, well, the big box, we have this. I don't know what this is. Moment of silence. Oh, good Lord. Okay. So immediately I can comment on the fact that the logo here is very nicely done. It's three-dimensionally printed with a very nice coloration. And here again, there's a different spatter, so the Da Vinci Code continues here. I like the fact that this is off-center, which reflects the asymmetries in our very souls, which is good. The sheath for this, it has a belt mount. Because, hold on. This has a belt mount. That means that you could mount your racks on your belt facing this Okay, I'm going to assume that in an outdoorsing world that is super important and relevant. I have to respect the paracord. Well, it's... See, they're not, again, it's caught, they're keeping the price low for us, because this isn't actually paracord, this is just cord. It's certainly something, and it's very stretchy. Looks like there's no inner cabling. Okay, yarn, shoelace, yes, exactly, which means that this is great there. It has a lanyard hole, which is excellent, so you can do that. Oh, yeah, lots of time to wind, lots of detail, indeed. The little finger's able to get right in there, and that's great. I appreciate how sharp the edges are back here. That'll make them very easy to hit a fire steel, like doing one of these things. That's something. All right, it has a nice snap that helps to prevent that. But in addition to this one snap back here, which should suffice, you have this snap here, and this snap over here. And once those snaps are off, we are able to take a look at this beautiful axe, which I hope is an axe. Come on. Ah, Jesus. Okay, guys. Hold on. So, let's reconstruct the events of the last 30 seconds or so. I'm pulling this guy out of here. Oh, God, it's a brass knuckle. Oh, God. So I'm pulling this out of here, and then this water bottle, which has no cap, goes flying in that direction towards... Oh, hit the power adapter for my freaking computer. Hold on. Hold, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, wiping off the water, spraying all over my desk for my computer. Let's go on ahead and unplug that real quick. I'll be right with you guys. Holding music. Oh, good God. The wall is coated in... Okay. That should do it. All right, moving back along there. Okay, then. So the Z Hunter here has... I think this right here, this is a selling point. This is a selling point. Because so many of us today, in this day and age, our lives are ruled by technology. And so we have, well, we sometimes we need to sit back and look at the more natural world. And so this knife is actually helping us to do that. Because every time you take it out of its sheath, it hits your water bottle, which sprays water all over your lamp. Oh, my lamp. And then your computer power adapter and attempts to kill the computers. So maybe, in the case of an AI uprising, this is just the tool that we as humans need. So, yeah. Okay. You can attach 3 lanyards. That's true. Yes. 1, 2, and 3. Well, technically, you can attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lanyards, and then maybe loop one around the backside here. Okay, then, of course, we need to go into the obvious, which is that this is a very excellent knuckle duster, brass knuckle, whatever the hell you want to call it, making this actually illegal in a variety of places, I imagine. Although, like... I gotta ask, I have lots of... Okay, here we go. Let's open it up to my viewership. I know that I have lots of viewers who are in law enforcement. If you were to find some jackass with this on them, do they have an axe or do they have a brass knuckle? I don't know. I have no freaking clue. But let me know how it is. It's illegal everywhere. At least it should be. Hold on just a second. Gotta ban somebody. Adios. And, yeah, so that's, oh, man, that's pretty excellent right there. And the nice thing is that most knuckle dusters, although, let's be real here, I've never used a knuckle duster, most of them only, you know, allow this kind of a motion, but this guy, having the tips up here, allows a side-to-side cutting motion, which makes this really great. This is like an ulu. The Alaskan knife that comes back in there. And so you could use this to chop up cilantro in a bowl or something like that. That could be really excellent, actually. Yeah, that sure could be. The edge on this, aside from being a little bit moist from the water I sprayed everywhere, let's see if this cuts. This is actually... Oh no, I think I just removed the wire edge. No, this is the sharpest knife I've handled all night, which is pretty excellent. Lots of people enjoying the word moist, and so you can use this for your everyday carry cutting tasks, especially, and you have 2 choices of grips. 3, because you can choke up, you can use your knuckle dusting grip, you can do a reverse grip, you can do a reverse knuckle dusting grip. That way, if you're left-handed, you've got like extra, oh, that's it. Yeah, this way you've got extra force. You got 2 hands worth of everyday carry cutting task. So you can, you know, set your paper down and then do one of these things here and really get up in there. Yeah, the belly makes it great for food prep, which is excellent. Maybe this is a bottle opener. I mean, this whole thing is clearly a bottle opener because it opened this bottle and sprayed it all over my freaking laptop power supply. Yeah, all of the edges are very sharp, making them good for using with a fire steel. Oh, tactical dustpans. Yeah, that's... This little shit just tried to eat my table. This thing is just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it now? Oh, man. May have face revealed in the axe, considering what people are saying. Yeah, a little bit. I am a human, we can confirm that fact. Oh, and I'm not a brilliant man either, but we knew that one too. These top areas are not sharpened, which is, excellent. I'm trying to think of additional nice things to say about this, but it's just not happening. Have I mentioned the sheath? The sheath is great. This is the very, very best part of the... This is the very best part of this. I'm tapping out. Okay, this is a total, absolute piece of crap. Because not only are knuckle dusters the dumbest thing ever, I'm sorry, guys, no. EDC community, we're freaking done with them. No, freaking no. But not only is that stupid, but then this is stupid itself. And it tried to kill my freaking laptop, which I'm super bitter about itself. But and it's, ergonomically speaking, it's a freaking train wreck. In every step of the freaking... Oh, my God, is this awful. And then you choke up. No, you're not going to choke up. And if you're going to include this, at least sharpen the other side of it. It's not like you're paying anybody to freaking do this. No, okay, and then you freaking bottle open. Yeah, okay, sure. Although then again, this is a more plausible bottle opener than half the stuff that most people are selling in the EDC community as a bottle opener. Now let's talk about your fidget spinner here. Okay, really, guys? Really? You're going to use your freaking swedge on there? Okay, yeah, sure, you put a freaking swedge on there, and it's thinner behind the edge on the swedge than most pocket knives are modernly. Come on, guys. And then, of course, you get this little gem. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Allow me to paint for you a picture. You are in line, you're at lunch. You are in lunch in some sort of respected office, not like at Cold Steel or something, but you're at lunch someplace and you need to open up, say, cut up an apple. You take this guy out of your freaking pocket, tip up only. Oh, and it's thrown at me. And not only is it fidget spinning like crazy as you take it out of there, but then your coworker notices that not only is there green blood all over it, but there's this freaking guy staring back at you. So, come on, guys. Although you can choke up finger oil, that's nice, but come on, no. In what universe is that a good idea? And then you can, afterwards, you can use it to break the freaking pasta as you make it for lunch. It's a pasta breaker. That's about what it is. So, okay, that's a piece of crap. This little guy, oh my God, is this a piece of crap. It's a separate and different and interesting piece of crap. But not only can we get at the fact that having this like this is just dumb as a bag of freaking hammers. Because anytime you use one of the blades, you're going to cut yourself open with the other blade. But then, ergonomically speaking, it's a train wreck on like every front. This is a train wreck. These proud liners are a freaking train wreck. And then, God help you if you try and use it with one of them open, because you have this entire large area poking into your freaking hand, pulling it. Oh my God. No, 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 no. And then the speed holes, I'm sorry. If you're going to try and reduce weight, at least make it less than freaking 8 ounces. No, 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 freaking no. I'm sorry, Z Hunter, you have failed at this. No, 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 no. Although I got to give it credit. The whole tip up, tip down, and left side, right side, all at once thing, that's innovation right there. All right, moving along for your fake freaking Benza here. This looks like every other knife, somehow, that has ever been put out. I mean, this is like a Kershaw Blur or something like that, except if it were done by somebody with a can of, you know, green spray paint and some freaking meth. I'm sorry, this is just, and the fact that this is a special kind of lazy. This is a knife that is freaking spray painted. Like, that's all they have done here. They have taken the knife, they have hit it with black freaking spray paint, and then they stencil on the freaking Z Hunt, the green things. The fact that they managed to cover up defects in the paint using a freaking Sharpie means that they are too lazy. There is a guy sitting there. There is a child sitting there. Let's be real here. With a can of black spray paint. And this person is so freaking lazy that they're not willing to just spray paint the damn thing again. They figure, oh, instead, you know what? I'm just going to Sharpie over it and then hit it with the green. No! It's one coat of black spray paint, guys. You don't even have to take out the blade because it's black too. No! No, 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 no! I mean, the fact that the freaking seatbelt thing works okay is astounding to me, but no. I mean, ergonomically speaking, So yeah, this right here, piece of crap. Now, oh, this guy. So not only have you managed to make a 2-layer serration with one of the layers not doing a damn thing, which is great, because note that these don't even come to an apex in there. But then you have also managed to introduce this freaking fake compound grind. Now, mind you, compound grinds, in my opinion, they're a lot like vomiting. In that vomiting is absolutely intellectually fascinating. The number of processes getting all the way through from, you know, your stomach all the way up to the lips is absolutely intellectually fascinating. And much like compound grinds, which are absolutely intellectually fascinating, but the fact of the matter is, at any given moment, I don't want it to be happening to me. And so compound grinds themselves are really, really freaking annoying. They're intellectually cool, but no. And they've done this in such a beautiful way that they've added in a separate little area here. They have added in this little ridge, which will specifically prevent cutting straight through onto the serrations. As I'm using this, that's of course pretending for a second that this knife is sharp enough to freaking cut anything. But even if it were sharp enough, if you were to spend the hours and hours required to make this guy actually able to cut things, you can see here, look, they need a sharpening choil in the middle of the blade because this is so badly done. Come on, guys. And they have a serration right there. They could have extended the serration, but no. No, they did not. And so you've got this little speed bump. Thank you, Not Too Sucky Reviews, for calling it a speed bump. That's excellent. And that they put that freaking in there, and then that's a train wreck. And then, of course, all the jimping. Guys, come on. I understand. You see Rick Hinderer put jimping on things. It looks really attractive. It's something you want to do. But the thing is, he can do it worth a damn. I mean, overdoes it, but oh my god. But then they put it on everything. You jimp every surface on the damn knife, and then suddenly it's this festival of texturing, which is... Oy, 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 oy. And then left side tip down only carry with this little glass breaker thing coming up the top, which makes me think that the glass would actually break this thing. Oy, 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 oy. Then the bamboo pattern, because why bamboo? Like, in what universe? In what universe did the zombies and bamboo intersect? I mean, okay, sure, zombie apocalypse, China, sure, you're going to have zombies eating bamboo or something. I don't know, zombies probably aren't herbivores. If I were a zombie, I'd be an herbivore, but still. No, China, no, punchy sticks. Okay, there you go. Finally, it makes some freaking sense here. And so, okay, terrible, freaking awful, terrible, yeah. Although I do like the text here is very good. That's probably the nicest thing, fit and finish-wise, of any of these knives. But it is still a piece of crap. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not throwing this in anything interesting. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, where do I get started on this little gem right here? So, let's actually go ahead and start off with the centering. Come on, guys, seriously. This isn't centering. This is not even, like... This is quite literally, this knife could not be any less centered than it is right now. You can see here that the centering is so bad that it is rubbing off the paint at the tip here, because it is hitting this black line. Like, they could not have made a concerted effort to make this less centered and end up in this position. Let's humor them for a second and pretend that this is not build quality and that this is just a loose pivot. And we'll see here. Come on now. Does that help? No. In fact, now the pivot is tighter and it's still poorly centered. Okay. Oh, self-sharpening. That's a nice one there, Chaz. I like it. Then, of course, I mean, that was just the tip of the freaking crapberg here. The fact that this steel is so soft as to just deform in that way, giving us another serration is very nice. That implies that if you're attacked by a medieval knight using a sword breaker, you will end up with a more fully serrated blade than afterwards. It may even sharpen it, which is just beautiful. But then, on top of all of this, you have made a flipper carumbit. Okay, whatever, that's fine. But then you put a thumb stud right in the middle of it here in the slicing bath. Like, you do not need a thumb stud on this, but you then go ahead and put it in the slicing bath. And by the way, that's the case on every damn knife we've looked at so far with a thumb stud. And then let's just back up for a second here. Look, completely zoom out slightly. Guys, this is a carumbit style knife. It's using the freaking hook in the back there for your he-ya, reverse grip, whatever, you know, that thing. But the problem is it's a tip-down knife, which means that this isn't actually able to be pulled out by the loop so you can do your fancy Kali, Dogma Kaida, it will cut keel thing. You can't do that. So it's not only a carumbit, but it's a stupid carumbit, which is, in my opinion, about the only thing less useful than a carumbit for most people's everyday carry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go there? Yeah, I went there. And so, yeah, that's just wonderful. And the fact that they're too lazy to put the same freaking paint job on both sides, oh, boy, is this one pretty interesting. And the fact that this, and then you throw this thing in. Now, look, I can completely understand how this came about. At some point in time, they realized, wait a second, hold on. We made a knife with this curve here, but the thing is, no human has a curve like this. Maybe a zombie does, because half of his face fell off, because he's this freaking guy down here. But the thing is, no. This is not your solution here. I understand that it is way cheaper to just put in a piece of pot metal of some variety. Is it bending? No, it's not bending. That's good, at least. But then to actually extend the handle. But come on, guys, really? Because ergonomically speaking, it's... No. Ergonomically speaking, it just... No. No. And then, by the way, you can't tell this from afar, but this thing is also really freaking heavy. So let's go ahead and throw this guy right onto the scale here. 5.18 ounces for this. And then the size. Let's do a size comparison real quick because, you know, of course, what would my channel be without a size comparison to your Spyderco Delica right here? Size-wise, blade length, this is exactly identical to your Spyderco Delica, more or less there. But the thing is, let's look at these folded up. The Spyderco Delica can fit inside the blade of this freaking piece of Z-hunting crap. Oh my God. Guys. And then last but not freaking least is the Seahorse. The Tactical Seahorse. So this knife is actually probably, oh, that's a Phillips head. But that's a really thin, shallow Phillips head. Does that even work with a real driver? Yeah, okay, it can work. That's nice. But look, this is perhaps the most interesting of these knives in a variety of ways. It's remotely useful for everyday carry. Oh my good God, is this not remotely useful for everyday carry? Not only because they've managed to not include a clip, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's probably slightly better to do a carumbit without a clip than to do one that is tip down only. But then... at least this is complete. Yeah, that's vertical and horizontal blade play, by the way. Just, I hadn't even been looking at that. I'm sorry, guys. At least the freaking printing's great. But this is at least different. It's at least interesting. Like, I get the impression here that USA, or whoever is designing for this. And by the way, the scale of the logo here, that's a deck chair on the Titanic here, but, oh man. But I get the impression that USA, whoever designed this little gem, Kustam, decided that he was going to just slam a bunch of cold medicine over and over and over again, and then came up with this. And at some level, God bless him for it, because this is at least different. If we have the... Hold on, I threw it halfway across the freaking room. Oh, where is the freaking fake blur? It's around here someplace. All right, I give. Oh, here it is. Beautiful. The thing is, like, this is every other knife except done more terribly. This is a unique thing done terribly. Like, I talk often on my channel about a simple thing done well. This is a terrible thing. This is a complicated thing done terribly. And at some level, I can appreciate that. They've done something very different here. I just... And then you've got the cilantro thing, although the nice part about this is that you can't overcut because it touches on both sides here, which actually means that a pretty heavy majority of your cutting edge isn't going to be super useful. So, yeah, this is at least interesting. It's at least different. It's at least unique. I have never seen a knife like this guy, whereas I've seen this 1,000 times, except done better. And so oh, this is plastic. The rest of these, and that's why it's lighter weight than the rest of them. Let's see here. 4.32 ounces. Beautiful. Oh, man. And then the full jimping. Ay, guys. So, look, I hope this has been remotely interesting to you all. And the moral of this story, as much as I'd like to pontificate, to make it sound like these terrible knives are terrible and that they should feel bad for being bad. And indeed, they are terrible, and indeed, they should feel bad for being bad, because, holy crap, guys. Holy crap. But the moral of this story, for anybody watching this shit show, for lack of a better term, there went my advertising revenue, anyways, is that these knives are unique, they're creative, they're different. But imagine if the creative energy that was being channeled into something like this, watch him try and make a moral out of this, the creative energy that was being channeled into something like this were being channeled into something worth a damn. Something fascinating, something useful, something different that you can do in the world. I mean, if USA, if Kustam, the designer of this guy, were to go together, go in with an actual knife company, imagine the interesting things that he or she, I don't know, it's not a special term for if you're a kid, but whatever, could come up with. Imagine this creativity let loose on an actual problem, how that could work. But with the elderly blade and the regular blade, both of which are completely unscented. Oh no, this side is scented. That's nice. See, it gives you a nice little, the duality of life. Ay, 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 ay. But see, imagine a world in which these... And that's the thing. That's the thing that kills me most about this kind of thing, is that someplace, somewhere, there is a factory that is doing nothing but this. There is a cutlery factory someplace in China where these are coming into existence, where this is a thing. Is that a harmonica? Nice. We as humanity, we can go to the moon. We as humanity, I the other day watched a rocket go into space and then land on a boat in the middle of the freaking ocean. We as humanity can cure polio. Well, Jonas Salk, but he's human, right? Can cure freaking polio. We can wipe out diseases. We can master our environment in a way that no other species has ever managed to. We have opposable freaking thumbs. We are really super freaking lucky as a species in all of the various many things that we can do. We can have philosophy, we can have music, we can have Beethoven's Fifth, Dostoevsky's Crime and Freaking Punishment, and yet there are people doing this. It's this or going to the moon, guys. Which is it gonna be? Anyways, it's beside the point there. I hope that you... Oh, and of course, I'm sorry, I should have had this little gem on the table underneath all of it. The one that tried to kill my computer and very slightly ate my reviewing table. But that's okay. That's okay, little Z Hunter. That's okay. So, anyways, that's me talking about somebody saying Nick just can't appreciate art. Ay, 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 ay. That's a whole bunch of Z hunting. I tried my best not to be critical. As you see, it just built up and ultimately tried to kill me. And tried to kill my computer, which is over there. Seems to be okay. Is it okay? Please start up. Hopefully it's okay. I tried. I really, really tried. Yeah, luckily the thing is, though, there are some beautiful knives in the world. In the same way that there are people out there doing this, there are people out there doing this. A Lamic Swish. Incredible freaking knife. Where they're actually thinking about things. They're actually making necessary changes. Now, there's not perfection there either. I can be critical about this guy as well. But my God, is it bad? Things like this. So, like, I am now just going to go over and sit on my couch, having been duly traumatized in a very, very mild way by that, and just, like, find something exceptional and flip it. Like, stare at the freaking watch for a little while, just as a reminder that humanity is capable of far more than this. And that this represents not the sum total of our achievements as a species. This represents not the end point of our species, but the beginning. That this is not the end of knife making. That this is the start of knife making, and that we have moved so much further back in front of that. So, guys, the world is a decent place if you look past the Z Hunters. I really desperately hope. But, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oosa. I gotta find something to do with 50 pounds of Z Hunter here. If there's interest in, like, an auction for charity or something, I'd love to do that on Instagram or something like that. I'll sign them. I'll send them off to anybody. Follow me on Instagram, Nick Shabazz. I'll do something for the winner, and then we'll give the proceeds to somebody who actually needs, well, okay, I need help. Let's face it, I just spent a video doing this. But who needs the help a whole lot more than I do? And we'll find some way to make this happen. Chaz is saying you need that axe. What, you got an AI that's bothering you? Need the axe to kill something? But yeah, we're going to find a way to turn these into a force for good in the world. I do want to thank very much my buddy Parley, who sent all of these knives along without my consent. Oh, but there is a certain joy in having this much crapitude on the desk at once, guys. Paperweights, indeed. Although the thing is, well, actually, yeah, we know the paper's safe because they can't actually cut freaking paper. So, anyways, guys, I hope that this has been interesting to you. Yeah, that these didn't try and kill your computer, and that you have yourselves just an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody. Go fix my damn computer here.